Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. So this video is going to be on this makeup look using this little beauty from BPerfect. Look at it. Can you resist it? Probably not. I have done a couple of looks with this that are more wearable but still colourful and fun, and this was one that got a bit of attention on Instagram, so I thought I would recreate it in video form. So if you want to see how I create this colourful but I still think wearable look, just keep watching. Okay, so I'm starting out with my base. I've used this for the second time. I think I really like it. Brows, and I've primed and set my lids. So we're going in with this bad boy. There has been so much talk about this online. This is from an Irish brand called BPerfect, and they did a collaboration with Stacey Marie, who's a makeup artist, and people are liking it a lot. And I'm always quite hesitant to jump on the bandwagon, but I really like it, so I'm on the bandwagon. Just look at that. It's just fun in palette form. And as you probably know, if you kind of read my blog or watch my videos, I'm not like a crazy makeup wearer. I wear it kind of like as a normal person with just a love of makeup. So I did a look with this when I first got it using the mint shade and put it on my Instagram, and people seemed to like it, and it was super simple. And so it kind of made me think to do this video as in like wear and colour, but in a wearable form, as in like not kind of like Instagrammy, which is beautiful and it's awesome, but I'm a 33-year-old normal gal who just kind of enjoys makeup and wants to wear it in a more wearable way. So this is kind of my ode to colourful makeup, but in like a way that you can go to shops and pick up your milk and you won't feel nuts. Although if you want to use all these colours and they make you feel deadly, go right ahead. This is just how I kind of approach it. So as I said, I have a base on my lids, so I'm going to go in first with a blending brush, and I'm going to take the shade Naked first, which is a more cool toned taupey shade, just because my eyes are slightly hooded and I like to just give myself a gauge. This palette has a really nice size mirror too, which is very handy. I just do this out of habit. It's not really a necessity, but I've just gotten so used to doing it with like a lighter shade, so I just do it every time I do my makeup. And then I'm going to go in with the shade that's next to it called Basic, which is a warm toned brown. These are uber pigmented, so I'm literally just taking a tiny bit on the tip of the brush and working that in over the shades, just kind of darken it up and make it a little bit warmer as well. Okay, so there's a bit of crease action there, and now I'm going to take a Real Techniques, I think this is a base shadow brush. It's a blending brush, but it's a little bit stiffer, and I'm going to take the shade Mint, which is this one here. I'm obsessed with the colour, and I'm going to pack it on this brush. Again, I'm tapping every time. And just look how easy that applies. I don't think I've ever had eyeshadows like this vibrant apply so smoothly to the lid. Usually you have to work with them a good bit. So I'm going to apply that on the whole moving part of my lid. And I'm using the softer brush because I know that these are quite pigmented and they're smooth, so they blend. So it means then I can use the softer brush to kind of blend it into the crease as well, so it does some of the work for me. And just on my lash line where it's harder to get in with the brush, I'm going to take out my finger and just pat it on. It's scary, I know, but I make it work, I promise. And I don't have any concealer on at this point either, so it means I can clean up any mess I make, which I have made a pretty substantial mess, but it's okay. I'd be more scared if it was a darker shade. So this is where we're at so far. Bear with me, I promise. I'm taking my blending brush again, and I'm just going to diffuse the edges. You could go in darker on the crease, but I kind of like it as just like a light wash. And if like the blue is getting on your blending brush, change over to a clean one, because you don't want to make it too muddy. I'm going to take a little bit more of the Naked shade, just because when I close my eyes I can see that it's not blended as much as I want it to be. So because my eyes are kind of lost in the colour a little bit, I'm going to do a slick of black liner over the top lash line, and that kind of just makes my eyes a bit more emphasised. I'm not going to wing it out or anything, just as thin as I can get it, which probably won't be very thin. I'm going to clean up under the eye quickly, just so you don't have to keep looking at the mess, and this will kind of give you an idea of it coming together, hopefully. See, that one looks a bit better. Told you, be grand. Okay, so that's where we're at so far. So we're doing okay. We're all right. I'm going to set my face and like my under eyes and stuff, just to kind of keep things flowing. So I'll speed through this. So this is where we are so far. I'm still kind of looking a bit clown-like, so it's time for lashes. I'm going to curl the bejesus out of these. Again, if you're a lashes gal, you can wax some on, but I'm a bit lazy when it comes to falsies now. And then I'm going to apply lashings of mascara. It always tickles me to say that. Okay, I think top lashes are sufficiently coated. Now I'm going to add some brown in my waterline, just to kind of ground everything. I'm going to apply a little bit of shadow to my bottom lash line. I'm just going to use the two shades that I used in my crease and kind of just mix them together. If any green did fall down and you missed it with the concealer, this will help conceal it as well. I'm not going in too heavy, just a light wash of colour. And then final step is bottom lash mascara. And I'm going to chuck a load of this on too. I smudged it, but it's okay. I'll get a Q-tip and fix it in a sec. I always think it's best not to panic around with mascara, because you can just make it worse. Let it dry and then it should flake off the skin. I was saying that was the final step. There's one more step. I'm just going to put the shade Moony, which has a bit of a green shift to it, in my inner tear duct to just brighten it up a little bit. Okay, now we're finished. I'm just going to leave my hair as is because I'm having a couple of issues with it, so I don't want to heat style it. But this is the finished look. I went a bit ham on the blush, but it does kind of fade on me quite quickly, so I'm grand with that. But yeah, this is my colourful but wearable look using the Carnival Palette by BPerfect. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I shall talk to you in my next video. Take care, bye!